Happy New Year, everybody. As we come to the close of the year, I find myself thinking a lot about how lucky we are and about how important it is that we do things to make our community better, to change our local world, which changes the larger world. And when I think about that, I think about our Federation program, RAISE. RAISE works with people with special needs to provide them with job training, social skills, actual job experiences, and oftentimes their first paycheck. And when they finally graduate, they also oftentimes have gainful employment outside the Jewish community. What's amazing about RAISE is not just how it impacts the RAISE employees and not just how it impacts the families of the RAISE employees, but how it impacts the organizations in our community that they work with. And boy, do they work with a lot of Jewish organizations. And not only the organizations, but the people who work for those organizations and the people who are part of those organizations. Each RAISE employee likely impacts thousands and thousands of people every year. That's each RAISE employee. I find myself thinking of two RAISE employees who have special places in my heart. The first, Caitlin, worked here about 4 or 5 years ago. She worked at the JCC and was just this wonderful, warm, sweet young woman. And after the bomb threats, I walked out one day and was feeling kind of a little down. She looked at me and said, "You look like you need a hug. Can I give you a hug?" It's a hug I'll never forget. It took me from being kind of depressed into feeling grateful. It changed my attitude that day. That's part of the impact that RAISE employees have. Another one of the RAISE employees who I've had a really incredible experience with is Regina. Regina is just quite an amazing young woman. And she did a great job during the RAISE program and has continued to come back to volunteer. I love seeing Regina. When she comes on campus, her smile, her welcoming, it just makes you feel good. So when you think about what you can do to make a difference, when you think about the things that you can accomplish, think about our RAISE program. Think about supporting our RAISE program. Think about all the lives that you're involved in changing because of RAISE. Think about how our community is better because of what you're doing and because of what we're doing. RAISE is a perfect example of how you change the local world and you change the whole world. Have a great weekend, early Shabbat Shalom, and Happy New Year.